And now it is my honor and pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Mr. Alberto Lule.
Good afternoon. Well, here we all are, right? Graduating class of 2018. I want to congratulate every one of you for earning that chair that you're sitting in today. I'm sure that we can all agree that it was not an easy road getting here. And one way or another, we all made it. And for that, you should be proud of yourself. Give yourself a round of applause. Today is the end of one road, but also the beginning of a new one. For me, that road began on May 27th, 2016. Almost 2 years ago, I was released from prison after being locked up for 13 years. While incarcerated, I realized education was going to be my salvation. And I was fortunate enough to be at a prison where community college courses were being offered to prisoners. Not only did I realize that I wasn't as stupid as the people who locked me up thought I was, but more importantly, I realized I was not as stupid as I had convinced myself I was. I was 23 years old when I went in, and after most of my 20s and pretty much most of my 30s, I was given a second chance when I got out. I remember in those days in prison, there was two things that kept me positive: my education and my artwork. I remember getting up every morning in that prison cell and repeating to myself, stay focused, stay strong. 2 weeks after being released, a good homeboy of mine, who's in the crowd today, named JP Ramirez, he asked me, what do you really want to do now that you're out? And I told him, JP, I really want to go back to school. I actually enrolled here at SBCC before going to prison, and I was here for all the wrong reasons, and I made all the wrong moves. And I ended up dropping out to make even worse moves. So to me, coming back to SBCC was also unfinished business I needed to take care of, because in my heart, I knew I could do it. But I was terrified. If you think prison is a scary place, try coming back to college when you're 38 years old. Or try coming back to college while raising a child, like my friend Wendy Aguilera does. Or while taking care of your sick parents, like another friend of mine does who doesn't want to be named today. So JP, he brings me down to the EOPS office, and he introduces me to Noel Gomez and Chelsea Lancaster. Two people who have become very important mentors in my life. I got enrolled and became part of the Transitions Program, which is a summer program for formerly incarcerated students. This program put me in a group of students with similar stories and backgrounds, which helped me transition back into college life. The program really helped me picking up my confidence and preparing me for the fall of 2016, when I enrolled full-time as a studio art major. Like many of you who are graduating today, I had to overcome many distractions and challenges that sought to distract me from my ultimate goal. One problem I had outside of campus is that I get pulled over a lot. Whether it's just bad luck or racial profiling, doesn't really matter. Once they find out I'm on parole, I'm subject to search of my person and my vehicle. I never have anything worth taking, and once they find out I'm just another college student, they send me on my way. But I would be lying if I said those situations, which happen at least once a month, didn't affect me, because they do. I have to carry those burdens with me at all times. And I know that many of you also have your own burdens and problems outside of campus that you have to bring with you to school. But thankfully, there are people at this college that keep us focused and support us. A couple of months into the fall semester, I remember one of my professors, Stephanie Dotson, told me of a possible job opportunity at the Atkinson Gallery here on campus. I went to the interview confident, but also realizing how hard it is for formerly incarcerated people to get a job once they're out. I'm still not completely sure what I did, but I got the job, and eventually, eventually I was promoted to being the gallery intern. My supervisor, Sarah Cunningham, who became another special mentor in my life, is one of the many faculty and staff here at SBCC with a huge heart for their students. I've been on this campus now for 4 semesters, and it's been a great journey. Along the way, I have met so many helpful and beautiful souls. The campus is full of faculty and staff that truly have an open heart and are here to help us get to where we need to go, which is in those seats you're in now. I am a studio art major, so yes, I gotta bring up my beloved art department faculty. Christopher Olivo, Stephanie Dotson, Stephanie Washburn, Christopher Bates, Armando Ramos, and Barbara Vielander were all instructors of mine who not only helped me realize my potential, but also offered help and advice whenever I needed it. There are also faculty and staff members like Dr. Luis Giraldo, who is the director of the Equity Center, who a lot of you might know as the guy that's always out giving out free food at the food shares. Luis goes out of his way to show you that he cares about you and what you are doing, all while handing you a free meal, because he knows a lot of us are struggling in that regard. And yet we're still here, we're still coming to class, and we're still getting the work done. I also want to point out Paloma Arnold, Camila Acosta, Eli Villanueva, and Carmen Rivero, all counselors in the EOPS and arts departments. These people all helped me in creating my academic pathway and staying on that path, always keeping me focused on what needed to get done to graduate and to transfer as soon as possible. The one piece of advice I would like to offer faculty and staff today is this. It was because different departments on campus opened their doors to me and allowed me to acquire an internship that led to a paid job, that allowed me to participate in college-wide events and sit on discussion panels, that allowed me to join student clubs and help others like me succeed. Thank you for making me feel like I belong. Thank you for making me feel comfortable to ask questions. Thank you for inspiring me to be better. Students are here to improve their lives. We are here to help our families. We are here to improve the lives around us. We are here despite all the naysayers that told us that we would never amount to anything. If you make us feel like we belong, we won't just open doors, we will run through them in pursuit of a better life. SBCC fellow graduates, for some of you, this may be the final stop in your academic career. The next step will be going out into society and finding a job and applying all those skills that you learned at SBCC and hopefully begin a career in something that we love while becoming productive members of society. For others, today is a launch into the next level of our academic pathway. Many of you, like me, probably never thought that one day you'd be transferring to a university. And yet here you are, at the beginning of your next journey. Think about all those habits and strategies that you have picked up along the way to get you past all those barriers that got you into that seat that you're sitting in now, and keep them close to your heart because you're going to need them for the next challenge that awaits. And so, I give you the same advice I gave myself in that prison cell not too long ago. Stay focused, stay strong. Before I end this, I would like to thank some very special people in my life. My parents and my sisters, the Lule family, and also the Romo family, who served all that time with me and Big Hoser. Thank you for never giving up on us. To the SBCC faculty and staff, thank you for believing in me. To my Still I Rise Club, thank you for crying with me. And to my two partners in life, Christy and Jacob, thank you for living with me. I love you. And to end this, a lot of people have asked me where I'm going to transfer this fall. I want to announce today that this coming fall, I will be attending UCLA. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Berto. One more time for Berto.